let's see. Ariane? Let's see. Anyone out there? Hello and welcome to the stream here. What we're uh, doing tonight is we are going to do the very last session for the CPT 101 orientation. The reason why we have this orientation is because the CPT online version is very different from some of the other courses. So we want to make sure everyone knows exactly how things are going to work, and also for them to be successful in this class. All right. So what I'm going to do is I am going to, because I want everyone to see the full screen, I'm going to take this off. All right. I'm going to take my image off here. Since this is a orientation, or this is part of your attendance credit for the first week, go ahead and type in your name in the chat so I can let them know that you were here and that you can get your attendance credit. All right. All right. Let's see if I can get my chat up here. Make sure everybody. Chat is unavailable. Ooh. Okay. Uh, all right. Let me actually bring the chat up, because apparently it's not up for you guys to look at. Yeah, because I want you guys to definitely be able to actually type in the chat. So if you have any questions, um, also so you can type your name in for your attendance. I definitely want to do that. So see if I can. Yeah. Well, as I'm searching for this is just a checkbox. I'm just looking for the checkbox. Go ahead, actually, in the comment section down here, down at the bottom. Go ahead and type in your name. Like I said, so you can actually get credit for being here. Uh, I'll actually go ahead and actually get started. Yeah, so while for this chat thing to come up. All right, but uh, like I don't know if I mentioned it, but yeah, my name is Tiffany McGaney, and I am they call me, I guess, the Sam administrator or coordinator or whatever you want to call me. Um, yeah, tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some of the talk about actually some of your instructors who hopefully you'll know your instructors are. Talk about give you a little bit of course introduction. Definitely go over the syllabus because you do have to do a quiz, and all of the information is actually inside the syllabus that you'll need for the quiz. So um, definitely wanted to get that in there as well. Was talk about the course calendar and talking about getting you guys into SAM and talking about SAM and Sam in general. So you guys can actually get ready to actually play with Sam when it's time for you to play with them. All right. So like I mentioned, my name is Tiffany McGaney. Like I said, I'm the SAM coordinator or CPT 101 coordinator, or whatever. But also we have Mr. Kevin Corteau. He is our department chair or interim department chair right now. And you have for your instructors here on the right hand side, you have your CPT 101, a D20 section. That's 16 week. You have Miss Gwen Stewart. You also have for the second one, 16 week. You have Miss Green Krosky with section D21. Also the mini master, the first mini master for D40 section. You have Miss Green Krosky again, and for the second mini master, you have me. All right, so yeah, so I'm going to talk about actual SAM a little bit, but basically how you have to get in this in order for you to actually see the SAM link in D2L, you have to pass that attendance quiz first. If you do not pass that attendance quiz, then you're not going to be able to access the course. Okay, so we'll tell students to make sure you pass that uh, test or quiz as soon as possible, so you can actually get your hands or you'll be able to start doing your work. All right, so yeah, so once you finish that attendance quiz, you'll be able to see that SAM module, and you'll be able to actually log in and actually make your account. Let me actually come back here. Yeah, all right. Let me go into one of the courses so you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't think I did the attendance quiz yet for D20. All right, so yeah, for D20 here, okay, you have your course. Everything is already set up. So even you can see here on the right hand side, you have a calendar telling you when your due dates are. And the part I'm talking about is I am talking about the. Let me go into my student view so I can see what you guys see. Yeah, there you go. So here I'm on my sheet or on my page, and when I go to the content section, this is all I see. I just see these three modules. In order for you to see the rest of the modules, including the SAM module, you have to take the attendance quiz. Okay, uh, the attendance quiz down here, like I said, it's basic questions that are based on the syllabus as well as some of the content that's actual course information content that's on the website. Once you get that, surpass it with a 70 or higher, then you'll be able to see the rest of the course. Okay, so let's say I pass my test or pass the course or pass my quiz. So I'm gonna jump over to Miss Krosky's class real quick because I did the attendance quiz in hers, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm in Miss Krosky's class, like I said, because I did her quiz already. I'm gonna go to content, and now I can see everything. So you won't be able to see all of this until you pass that attendance quiz. And like I said, it has to be a 70 or higher in order for you to actually get it or to actually see all the list. Okay. Yes, I see the our numbers are going up. uh, if you have not, uh, I'm just joining me. Comments are turned off. You know what? All right. Yeah, excuse me for a moment here. I just saw something that does not need to be here. Okay, there it is. Okay, there it is. The chat's up. Yay! All right. Yeah. So there, the chat is up. So hopefully it'll pop up. If it doesn't, you may have to refresh your screen. But like I said, for those of you, because this is a attendance requirement for you to actually come to this or view this screen, in the chat, type your name in the chat. Because what I'm going to do is from the chat, I will get your names from the chat, and I'm going to give it to your instructors, so the instructors know that you are here, and that they can give you credit for being here. Okay. All right. All right. So the I'm going to briefly go over the syllabus, especially the Part A part, because the Part A part is just the general college policies that we have here at the college. Part B of the syllabus talks a little bit more about the course or the actual course overall, and C is basically has all the additional content that is not in the rest of the syllabus. All right, so let me keep myself on track here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. All right. So part A, uh, basically, you have so basically, all you one of the things that you have to make sure you are ready to take online classes. Uh, you have to make sure that I want to say you're reliable. Make sure you have good time management. Make sure you stay on top of things. Definitely work ahead. Uh, all of the courses or all of the assignments are actually open for you right now. So you can actually start working on once you guys get into SAM and get into the rest of your course, you'll be able to actually work on your material. The only thing you have to worry about is the due dates. Do your work or your assignments by the due dates, and you're good to go. Okay. In your syllabus, we have the contact information for user support, as well as our distant ed. Um, I think maybe show it to you real quick. Like I said, this part A is actually on your website, on your D12 website, and let me download this so everybody can see it. Because it's kind of sometimes hard to see. There you go. Yeah. And also, yeah, yeah. If it's something you can't see on my screen, let me know, and so I can actually either I'll make it bigger or make it smaller. Okay, but coming down here at the bottom, yeah, right here. This is the contact information for our distance ed department and also our user support. So if distance ed, they deal more with D2L. So if you have an issue with D2L, like maybe your course is not showing up or whatever, then you can actually call them and they'll get you situated. User support, they do more of the my CCTC type things. So if you lose your my CC password, they'll be the ones that can actually help you retrieve your password, and you know, they're really nice. So all right. So the attendance policy. All right. In here, the policy states that because you're doing an online course, you have to do something. You can't just log into the course and say, okay, yeah, I was present. No, you have to actually do something for the course to make sure you are present. We have here what we call attendance assignments, and I'll talk about that a lot more as we a little bit later. But yeah, so in order for you to actually get uh, credit, there you go, credit for your attendance, you have to do these attendance assignments each week. It's 2 of them a week, all right, and usually most of them actually come out of SAM. So, but like I said, it's part of your some part of your. I have the list of them on parts C of the syllabus as well as inside this actual course itself, right next to schedule. Yeah, so we go along with this 2 week, 16 week, 2 weeks, and also that is wrong. So for us, or for 16 week course, if you for 16 weeks you're only allowed to miss 5 assignments. Okay, that's the equivalent of 5 answers or 5 assignments. Okay, or 5 absences, I should say. Yeah, and that's actually a misprint. For an 8 week course, a mini master course, you actually have two. All right, not eight, but you have two. Okay. Now to withdraw from the course. All right, it's a little bit of a ways. So for example, after if you we do have something we call a WA, meaning that if you with before the drop it before the last day to withdraw with the W. I believe it's like April the 9th, I think, or April the 8th. The last day to withdraw with the W. If you miss your 5 assignments before that date, you are dropped from the course with the WA. Okay. If you submit it, or if you submit an assignment and then miss your 6th assignment after the withdrawal date, then you'll actually get the grade that you're, I don't say supposed to get, but you're in it for the grade. So it'll be A, B, C, D, or whatever. More than likely, it'll be an F because it also includes any of the assignments that you would have missed. So and that's including probably the PowerPoint test and the final exam. Okay. Um, and if you do not come back, so if you do not submit any assignments after the last day with the W, you get what they call a WF on your transcript. I tell you, a WA and a W looks so much better on your transcript than a WF. All right, so keep that in mind. Yeah, withdraw from a class. Okay, so because this is an online course, you're saying maybe it may not be no, it may not be right for you. That's the process to do it. Is that I would let me know, and I will email you the withdrawal form. I'll have my part filled out because with your last day of attendance and so forth, and then you go to your financial aid counselor or one of the financial aid counselors. So you can do this on any campus. You can do it on Dr. Kershaw, Lee, Clarendon, any one of them, and they just to make sure that you don't owe any money if you drop this class. Okay, because a lot of students they'll drop a course and don't realize they are below half time and they'll have to pay the money back because they got financial aid for that class. All right, but after you get the okay that you don't owe any money, then you'll go to they'll give you a form. They'll send it to the cashier. Cashier will check off on it, and then usually within about maybe 3 to 5 days, maybe you'll actually see that a W on your under my CTC for your final grade for this course. Okay, so and also because it's kind of a lengthy type process, I encourage students that if it doesn't show up under my CTC within maybe within like a week or so, call financial aid or call student records and see you know what's going on. Okay. We do something called midterm grades here, and midterm grades basically it doesn't really mean anything. It just tells you it's what pretty much what your grade is right now at that point. So if the semester were to stop at that particular point during the mid semester, that is what your grade would be. That grade can go up or it can go down, or it can go down. It really depends on how pretty much what you do after my midterm grades are released. Yeah, we do have an honor code here at the college. Hopefully, we would. And here with this course, we see a lot of uh, uh, issues, cheating issues, with what we call SAM projects. Okay, I'll talk a lot more about the SAM projects when we get to SAM a little bit later. But basically, with the SAM projects, is that it has each there's a file made for you. So Sam made a file just for you. Oh, that's so nice. And so you do your work on your file, and then you submit it to Sam to be graded, right? And Sam has that all the little cheat code and whatever in the background, so know that it's actually from you. Well, some students they like to try to switch the files up and put their name on someone else's file. Sam would actually flag us and tell us this student this is not something's wrong. So we'll check up. So we'll actually go check up and we'll see exactly what the deal was. All right. Because you are a student here at Central Carolina, you do get a free version of Office 365. Mm. After the drop ad period, you should be able to start sending them an email maybe on Monday. But you can send our user support an email telling them that you want your Office 365. It doesn't have to be like a formal email. Just say, I want my 365. And they will send you an email with your username and password to actually log into the Microsoft website to get your free software. Highly recommend getting it. It's pretty much the full version of it. All the programs on it. As well, you can put it up to on 5 devices. They also have it for Mac as well. So, I highly recommend getting it and downloading to your. I definitely get. Yeah, I'm actually looking at it. Finally, look at the chat right now. So, you want to make sure, as I said, it can be on 5 devices, and you can pretty much do your work from anywhere. So, like I said, I highly recommend actually getting the Office 365, especially while you're here since it's for free. Um, toward the end of the semester, on our D2L or on the D2L assignment page, you will see something, along the lines like do things like do survey or whatever, survey time or something like that. What that is that is the student evaluation for the course. All right, that is your chance to tell us what you don't like about the course, what you don't instructor or whatever. That's where you put all that information. If you and like I said, we do actually read the information. If they we'll go and actually we'll try to improve, the course based on the students' feedback. And you guys do have a grievance or complaint. Um, I guess I'll say system of policy. I guess you can call it. You can actually talk to Miss Nancy Bishop. She's our, I think she's a confidential, informant for our grievances. You can go to her and whatever grievance you have with an employee or faculty staff or whatever, then she can actually help you out with it. Okay. Yeah. Any questions on the Part A stuff? Yeah, like I said, that's basically the part of the Part A that you guys really need to know. Yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff in there too, in the Part A. You can read it on your own time, but like I said, for our course, this is really all we need. All right. Now for the Part B. All right. Now, like I said, this talks about all of the pretty much the course in general. All right. So, uh, the course covers Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access, and Windows 10. Okay. Now, if you're a Mac user, okay, you may You can with the Office 365. There is a Mac version, and I think the only product I think they don't have in the Mac version of the Office, I think it's Access, right? So we only do one chapter of Access, so you may not need to worry about it until toward the end of the semester. But you have four tests in this course, one for each, I guess, section or a part we actually cover, whatever program we cover. You have 11 graded trainings. Okay, 10 of the trainings are inside of SAM, the SAM system, and you have one graded training that's actually done in D12. All right. I highly recommend you do your trainings. It may look like 10%. I'll show you in a few minutes. I mean, they're really boring. I mean, they're the painstaking. I mean, take the time wasting type things. But do your trainings. They're easy 100s, and they'll definitely help you with your test when you take the test. But it also will improve your grade. Many students have either failed this course or have not gotten the grade they wanted because they did not do their graded trainings. So please do your graded trainings. Your graded one of the ways you can actually pass this class is actually doing your graded trainings. You also have graded projects, which are 30% of your final grade. And this I was talking about the SAM projects that you have to do. This is what this is. So basically, you have a graded project you have to submit to SAM to get it graded, and and pretty much whatever that grade is, that's the one that should go. Just let me know. Okay, awesome. Okay, Dorothy leads on. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, thanks. Yes. Oh, so for some of you, I see my number kind of going up. For those of you who are just joining me or joining us, because this is a attendance requirement for you for the first week, go ahead and put your name in the chat. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to give your instructors the names that are in the chat so they can actually give you credit for actually being here and give you your attendance credit for the week. Okay? So, yes, we have 5 graded projects. All right? One of the projects is in D12, and the other 4 are actually in SAM. Okay? And the graded project the graded project in D12 is the file management project. All right? And that's actually coming up for you mini master students. That's actually coming up pretty quickly. I know, the mini master, doing this class mini master, it can fly by really fast. All right? And we, of course, we have a final exam. The final exam covers everything that we covered the semester. It's about 100 questions, includes multiple choice, simulation questions type things. Yeah, but like I said, that's 20% of your final grade. Yes, in this class, there are no late and no backup assignments. All right, because all of the assignments are open on the first day of class. All right, so you have plenty of time to do your homework. The only thing you have to worry about is the due date. All right, so if you happen to do, try to, you say you have an assignment that's due on Sunday night, and you try to do it at 11:59, and something happens to Sam. Well, guess what? You're not going to. Yeah, you will not be able to make up that exact project or assignment because, like I said, you had plenty of time to do it earlier. And that's one of the reasons why earlier I said make sure you plan ahead and make sure you work ahead, just in case something like that does happen, or we have some type of issue for weather issue or whatever. Make sure you work ahead, so like I said, you don't have to worry about um, dealing with making up work or doing work later. Yeah, so if you have a valid reason, you can make up a test. However, you have to have some type of, I'm gonna say a real reason, but a valid reason, and a instructor, they'll let you know, like, okay, I know, okay, this is your documentation. Okay, this documentation is good enough, and they'll let you make up the test. Okay. Yeah. Any questions so far as I'm going through this? Yeah, it's a little bit of a delay. So I think it's maybe like a 3 to 5 second delay. So I'll wait for a few seconds for you guys uh, to answer any questions. Yeah, any questions so far? Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, part C. There you go. Yay. Okay, so part C of the syllabus. Like I said, this is the nitty gritty. All right, I'm actually going to switch over so you can actually see the actual part C of the syllabus from so we can actually go over it. Let me go over to my part C of my syllabus. Yeah. So I'm going to download this. Yeah. And like I said, let me know while when you're viewing these files. Let me know if you're having trouble seeing, because I can actually zoom in more so you guys can see it. All right. So like I said, so uh, the first thing you need to know is your book. All right. You I have a picture of your book or the cover of your book on your D12 page. That is the book you'll need for this course. I highly recommend you do get an ebook when you open or when you log into SAM, but I highly recommend getting the physical book because the physical, especially when you're doing these projects and you have to flip through the pages back and forth, it's it's better and it's much easier for you to actually flip through pages instead of actually trying to scroll up and down on the screen trying to know where you're at. Um, yeah, so Sam, uh, it can work with pretty much every web browser except for Internet Explorer. Yeah, it does not work well with Internet Explorer, so you can either use Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, or Microsoft Edge, and it works. It worked fine. You know, if you have any issues, you can actually let your instructor know, and they can tell you see if it's either issue on Sam's side or maybe an issue on your side. Okay. Um, yeah, other due dates of the assignments, like I said, they're up. They have the assignments due dates listed on this course schedule that's under content, under SAM that's under content, as well as the little calendar on the right hand side of the course. So hopefully you guys won't miss any assignment dates, due dates. All right. In the past, Sam has a separate website, and in the past we have used that website for students to actually do the assignments. We no longer use that website. Okay, so if you have taken the course before, or you know someone who's taken the course before, and they tell you to go to a SAM website, do we need? You do not need anything for Cengage. No, they don't need any type of code. No code. You guys actually paid for the SAM access when you guys actually paid for the class. It's on your tuition. I think on your invoice, it should say something like SAM fee. It was like $100 and something, but you do not need anything from Cengage. No, everything is covered for you. Okay. Yeah. So when um, yeah, so we do not use that website, that separate website. If you go to that website and you go to create an account, and it asks you for a institution key, then you know you're in the wrong place. It should not ask you for an institution key. The only way for you to get into SAM and to do your assignments is to go through the D2L link that's inside. That's the SAM link that's inside of D2L. Okay. Yeah, and for some reason you shouldn't allow you to do it, But yeah, if you do any assignments from or on that old website, and we're not gonna give you credit for it. But that shouldn't happen. You shouldn't have access to that old website. Yeah, for information or emails, give your instructors about maybe 24 to 48 hours to return your email. Um, the probably easiest way to actually send them an email is when on your in your detail page, you should see a link that says course list, and you can actually click on the name from the course list and email them from there. And it seems to be a lot easier that way as well. Um, yeah, I highly recommend everybody doing this. Cause course access, there are many times that my CTC goes down or it doesn't work. However, when that happens, D12 is actually still up. So you may have to actually go to the back end or the back door of D12 to actually get to your course or to get to your assignments. So what you can do is you can actually go to the D12 website right here, the Desire to Learn website, and you can actually get a password for that website. Yeah, it's not the same password as your MyCTC. It's the same username, but not the same password. So you have to request a password, set up a password, and then you'll be able to go into the back door of D12, and you'll be able to get to uh, your assignments when MyCTC is down. All right. Yeah. So I talked about the attendance a little bit earlier. Want to emphasize that just a little bit more. Like I said, you have to do your attendance assignments. I should have a list down here at the bottom. There you go. Yay. Okay. So this is a list of all the attendance assignments that you need to do. Like so, you have about two a week. So for example, week one is actually to come and actually view one of these sessions. So congratulations, you're here. You got your attendance. And so anyone else who's actually joining with us as well, make sure you put your name in the chat. So like I said, I can give it to your instructor so he can give you credit. And the next thing you have to do for this week is you have to do your activity quiz. Now, hopefully, you'll be able to do your activity quiz because that's how you actually get into the rest of the course. So in order for you to start doing your assignments, you have to get into, you have to pass the activity quiz with a 70 or higher. Okay. Now, as you're looking through this list, you see a lot of assignments that are called uh, textbook projects or practice projects. These projects are not graded. However, we do use them to count your attendance credit, to give you credit for attendance. Okay. Now, in order for you, when you do these assignments or do these projects, in order for you to get full attendance credit, you have to make a 70 or higher on them. All right. We've had students in the past, they would just, they'll click, they'll just get the file and submit an empty file and get a zero on it, and it would count, as attendance. Well, we're not doing that anymore. All right. So you have to have, so on these textbook projects or practice projects, you have to get a 70 or higher in order for them to give you credit for for attendance for that week. So like I said, all of this this is the 16-week calendar. For those of you who are in the 8-week course, we do have one that's under the 8-week course, and you'll be able to see it's a compressed version of this right here. Yeah. So I was just talking about the 70 or higher. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, it's just the chart I was looking for. Yeah. So, so you have to have the attendance, your attendance assignments due. Like I said, it's 2 times a week, and for the 16-week course, you can miss 5 assignments. Okay, because he might actually see that. Build it up. Yeah, you can miss 5 assignments. Okay, for your 18-week or for the mini master class, you can only miss 2. Okay, so after I was talking about earlier, We have in if the last day to withdraw with the W, and like I said, I really want to say it's like April 8th or April 9th or something like that. If you miss your 5 attendance assignments before that date, then you are withdrawn from the class with a WA. Right. If you submit an assignment and after that due date and miss all the rest of your assignments, then you actually get your letter grade. And like I said, it will be no. It usually it's an F because, like I said, you have additional assignments that are after that date that you need to do that you'll miss. And also, if you do not do anything after week 5 or the after you've done your 5 after the withdrawal date, then you get a WF. Okay, like I said, the WA looks much better than the WF in your transcript. Yeah, so I talked about um, yes, attendance quiz. Like so you have to get a 70 or higher on that quiz, and all of the information that are or the answers for that quiz, I'm giving to you right now, as well as they are available in the course information section of your D12 website. Uh, yeah, you can complete an assignment early. No problem. We highly encourage that. Like I said, because all the assignments are open. The only thing you have to do is just worry about the due dates. So, when everything is in there, the assignments are there. You're good to go. All right. For a test, yes. So, yes, I know it's how irritating it may be, but you do have to take your test at the testing center. Okay. It can be any testing center on any campus of Central Carolina. Okay. Um, if you are not in South Carolina or you need some other accommodations for your course, just let me know, and I will, and or let your instructor know, and we can actually try to get a situation for you that's best for you. But you have to take your test at the testing center. And like I said, it could be at any testing center that's on available campus. You can only take your test from Wednesday on the weekend, from Wednesdays to Saturdays. Okay, we've seen that students have more time or a better chance to actually doing their tests or exams over the weekend during that time period. So you can do it on Wednesday through Saturday. Okay, and I have all of that listed in your detailed schedule. That's in under your D12 course. I have that in there, the detailed schedule. Yeah, so like I was saying, you have if you have a valid excuse, then we will allow you to make up a test. Okay, um, but however, we do not take late assignments and we do not do makeup assignments. Yes, midterm grades. I mentioned earlier. What we do in this course is we after the midterm grades, we give students a analysis or attendance analysis type. And what that is basically a self assessment on you, so you can actually provide, give you like do what are your weaknesses, what are your strong points. If you want to, what grade do you want to get in this course, and what do you need, to get that grade. So it allows you to do a self assessment on yourselves, and that does count as a grade. That's actually one of your training grades, your graded trainings. So hopefully, down here where it says midterm grade activities, this these should be all of the assignments that will be a part of your midterm grade calculation. So yeah, so you should have at least one test. You may have, I think we'll miss the date. I think for test for the word test to add that in. I think maybe like 1 or 2 days, but should have one test on there. You should have at least 3 graded projects, and you should have at least 4 graded trainings. Okay, so all of those assignments, those grades will be calculated as part of your midterm grade for it. And I can't remember when midterm grades are due. Uh, Yes, I talked about the mid. I talked about the cheating detection system that Sam has. Uh, like I said, it can, even if you copy and pasting from someplace else, it will pick it up, because a lot of times when you're copy and pasting, you also copy and pasting that additional, whatever additional material or code that Sam has in that file. Okay, so you can't even copy and paste. Students who have taken this course before and still have your assignments from the last time you took it, you cannot use that. You have to do the assignments over again. All right, because it will act, because each semester you get a brand new file with brand new coding in it. So if you try to submit your old work for this semester, then it will actually tell us you have a cheating incident, or you will have a cheat detection on it. All right. Um, so actually do your work. Okay. Oh, cool. Awesome. Our students, course to come. For this course, Jordan asked, if all the students required to come to the testing center. Like, yes, you are. Like I said, if you need some type of accommodations, we can work that out. But any testing center that we have on campus, whether it be F.E. DuBose, Kershaw, a Bishopville campus, you can actually go to one of those testing centers. Even on the Shaw campus, you can actually go to one of those testing centers and do your test there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Any other questions? Like I said, you have your questions. Definitely put them in, the chat, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. All right. Yeah. I guess follow up or do talk a little bit more about this cheat detection. Had a student a couple years ago went onto one of those websites, what is called, like Course Hero or Cheds or whatever it is, and she downloaded. Someone completed the assignment and uploaded it to the website. So she downloads the assignment, puts her name on it, and submits it to Sam. Well, so of course we get a flag saying, wait a minute, we may have an issue here. So what they ended up doing, so what on this report, they gave us the student who did it, as well as who the file came from. So the student who was in, I think he was like Colorado State or something, we knew it was his file based on the information that was actually inside the file. Yeah, so we tell you, don't do it, because like I said, we will find out. Sam will get you. All right. Also, the Titan Learning Center is not now is what it's called. If you need, they do have CPT 101 tutors, and you are more than welcome to go up there and see, and look at a tutor. And I think I know they have at least one. They may have at least like two or three by now. But like I said, they definitely will help you out. Yeah, I talked about the access already. Yeah, scores. Sam is technology. Sam is a system. All right. And in the past, Sam has been known to lose scores. Okay. So what we do, we encourage students, all right, is to take a picture with your cell phone of your score after you finish an assignment, especially if it's a training. Take a picture of it or print it out. All right, so you will have some evidence of your score saying, yes, I did do this project or this training. Here's my proof, and we'll give you the credit for it. For those when you take your test in the testing center, they will allow you to print. They know that you have to print, or you can print your grade for your exams. Now, for your resetting exams, sometimes you may be in the middle of an exam and you may click the wrong button and it may close you out of the exam completely. And you have to, in order for you to actually finish your exam, you'll have to go. You'll have to actually reset your exam and and pretty much give you the exam again. Well, we have decided that we're only going to do that 2 times. All right. So instructor will only allow to reset the test 2 times. On that third attempt, if you reset it, then whatever your grade is on that that third attempt, that's the grade you're going to get. Yeah, you're going to receive in the grade book. All right. Like so, yeah. Any questions on the actually the syllabus in general? Most students have issues, questions about the part C of the syllabus. But are there any question that you may have for the part I just covered? Okay. Okay. Now, now I'm going to ask. Now we've gone to the syllabus. Now I'm actually going to show you some of the modules that you have in your D2L course. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to close this out. Yes. Yeah. Yes. I want to close all tabs. And under the content section, I am going to show you your calendar, um, or your course schedule. That's what we call it. All right. You are missing one thing. Okay, I will put that in there. You guys are actually missing a link. Um, but here, this is your schedule. This is for 16 weeks, students. This is your schedule for your 16 weeks. For 8 weeks, you should have yours up there as well, and it should be in the same location. You may some of you may see if you're looking at in your course, you will actually have a link for the to the attendance assignments. That's basically just a repeat of what your attendance assignments are, when they're due, and information about the uh, attendance policy. Okay, but like I said, yeah, this is like I said, all you have to worry about is the due dates. Everything, yes, everything is in there. Right. We even have scheduled for you to actually go and actually reserve your place and time. Yeah, so you do have for our testing centers here. You do have to go and make a register to take a test, because a lot of times they sometimes they may have or certain amount of computers that they can use, and so you want to actually reserve your time and seat, so when you go there, you'll be able to take your test with no problem. But yeah, like I said, it just keeps going. So it's like 5 pages. So I think now I can't remember what the midterm. Now, it may be about 5 pages too. But like I said, this is everything that all your assignments that you need to do for the course. All right. All right. Yeah. Okay. Also, with the grade book, we keep our grades in the D2L grade book. One of the good things about SAM is that once you have completed an assignment, it goes straight to the grade book. So you can actually do your assignment in the SAM website also. You do your site or assignment in the SAM site, and it automatically pushes it over, or it gives it to D2L, and it puts it in the grade book here in D2L. If you, for example, if you do an assignment and the grade doesn't push over, or you don't see the grade, let your instructor know, so they may be able to, so they can actually push it over, or actually put the grade in there, so your grade can show up in the grade book. And we also keep attendance in here as well. So if ever you want to know how many attendance assignments you missed, or if you got the credit for an assignment, you can come here to attendance, and you'll be able to see if you are credited absent or present. Yeah, I mentioned that you have two. We have one graded project that's done outside of SAM, and you have one training that's done outside of SAM. When you submit those assignments, they're going to go inside of the assignment folder right here, and I should have a folder for all of them already. Yeah, yeah. So I have, yes, I do date for the practice project. Like, of course, as you can see, it's not graded, but it's just to help you practice, and the instructor will grade it so you'll know exactly what you missed. And for the graded project, that's the project, like, of course, that's going to be graded, and it goes in the grade book. And as well as the midterm analysis, the self assessment that you guys do during the midterm, is in there as well. All right. So, any questions on the D12 part? All right. All right. Now it's time to get to the SAM part. The part everybody's been waiting on. Yeah. So I said, let me actually go back. So for those of you who are joining me, uh, now, came in a little late. You have to do an attendance quiz. Okay. And you have to make a 70 or higher on the attendance quiz to see the course. Okay. You cannot do any coursework until you pass that attendance quiz. All right. So, for example, right now, some of you may not have done that quiz yet. If I click on content, I have not done the attendance quiz yet for this course. This is all I see. Okay. In order for me to see the rest of it, I have to pass the attendance quiz. Okay. Yeah. So I haven't done on this one. So let's say, let me go back to the other course, and let's say I did pass it. I passed it on the second one, on this course right here. Okay. Now when I go to content, I'm able to see everything. Yeah. So I have my right there. I have my images, my SAM link, my section of modules for each part. All that is in there. Okay. All right. So once you get access to all the content in the course, and to get or go to your assignments, you will have to click on the SAM module. So on the left hand side, you'll click SAM. Yeah, all right, yeah, and up here, and you'll see, these links. Yours, depending on who your instructor is, it may look a little different, but this is what your SAM section looks like. All right. So here you have the very first link. It says CPT 101 B21, or may say D20. That is your link that you use to get, or you click on to get the SAM, to get your assignments. Okay. On this one, the second link on this one, is the technical support. So you can actually click on this link and actually send Gage a message saying, "Hey, I'm having issues with this." One of the, I want to say, the boxes in that on that form is actually for your phone number. Give them your phone number, because they will call. They will call you, and to let you know, if they need some more information about it. They will call you. So I highly recommend us doing that. They're really good with their technical support. They're really good. Okay. I also have some demos that we're going to go over in a few minutes. But right here for the reports, this is where you can see all of your grades that you for all the assignments you've done the same. So when you do your trainings and when you do your projects, you receive a report from SAM, and it breaks down what you missed, what you got, and what you need to work on, and so forth. And of course, down here at the bottom, this is your ebook. So the Shelley Cashman Discovering Computers, this is your ebook. And like I said, you use the ebook. However, I recommend the physical book because, like I said, it's easier to flip through the pages while you're doing an assignment instead of actually scrolling up and down on the screen. Plus, the book is only $20. I mean, hey, you can't beat that, you know. So, highly recommend you guys actually getting the physical book. Highly recommend it. All right, so now I'm going to click on my SAM link. So, like I said, the very first link here, it says it's going to say CPT 101. It depends on who your instructor is. It's going to say either D20, D21, or D40. Okay, but this right here is your link to actually go to get to SAM. Yeah, and SAM does because it is a uh, online system. It sometimes does take a while for it to load. Give it a few minutes, and it will load. It's just like I said, just give it some time. All right, so let me actually go to my student view. All right, so before you see this screen, if you don't have if you've never had SAM before, or never had a course that's had SAM before, it will ask you to create a use an account, and it's all they want is just a username and password. And they may ask for your phone. They may ask for your first and last name. When you put in your username, which is your email account, put in your my CTC email account. That's because like I mentioned earlier, you have paid for SAM access. When you, as part of your tuition, it's for part of this class, you paid for SAM. So in order for you to actually get your credit for SAM, you have to use your my CTC email account. Okay. Yeah. So once you have you do your new account, then it's going to give you the screen right here, the SAM screen. You may come up with a calendar because they have a calendar view as well as a list view. Um, the calendar view is exactly what it is. It's a calendar, and it lists all the assignments on the calendar. So when they're due, right? So when they're due, when they're due and when they're available. All right. Yeah. So this is because I'm a part of all those other classes. Uh, but but like I said, it'll tell you when it's due. So when you see the circle, it's when it's due. When you see the little square, that lets you know that's actually when it was assigned. Okay. But like I said, a lot of students, they like to use the attendance or the activity list because it just makes it easier to find, or it makes it easier to see. So slowly come up, say. All right, but you can also filter. All right, so for example, you can actually filter by assignments. So up here at the top, if you just want to see just your trainings, you can just filter out, just uncheck the check boxes, and you'll be able to see just those types of assignments, which is really good because as you can see from my stuff right here, I need to filter out some stuff sometimes. So let me come down here. Right, yeah, right. Okay, D20. Okay, and y'all play with D20 on this one. All right. So this is Sam. All right. So have all your assignments. Like I said, everything is open. Only thing you need to, except for the test, except for the test, all of it, everything's open. All you have to worry about is just the due dates. All right. We've had students in the past who have taken and finished this entire course in 2 weeks. So it's possible. If you're done with all the work, and you If you've done it without the work, we'll go ahead and set you up with a test. You can take the test and you're done, and you get credit for it. But if you can do it in 2 weeks, sure, knock yourself out. All right. So these are all the assignments. Okay. The first thing I want to do, or I want to look at, is I want to look at an assignment I have on here called SAM Training Demo. Right? You click on the SAM Training Demo, and it gives you an idea of how yeah, yeah, sorry about that little interruption. But well, we're going to look at this training demo. Mm. The training demo just gives you an overview of how the training environment in SAM is like. There it is. Yeah. All right. So I click on the link for my SAM demo, and it allows you. Oh, excuse me. It allows you to ch- check the system to see if if the system works for, for for SAM. Okay. You have a little bit of case of the hiccups. Oh, excuse me. All right. So go ahead and click on start. Okay. Oh, excuse me. So this is the training um, the training window. Up here in the upper left hand corner, you have your task list. Now, since I've done this already, you have a list of all the tasks that's inside the assignment. When you complete a task, it's going to put a green check mark next to that task, which lets you know you are finished. Um, Once you complete all of the training tasks, and you may have um, a a task that keeps coming up, that means that you have not completed that task. Um, and because Sam will not allow you to leave a question unanswered. If you don't, if you don't want to answer a question, you have to actually force Sam to actually take your test or take your assignment. Also, for your Mac users, we have tips for your Mac users as well. Because sometimes you may have to do a little workaround when you're dealing with SAM on the Mac. So they've given you some tips that can help you out. So come back here. I'm gonna close that out. Also, you have the play button right here. Right here, if you want to speed up the task or the explanation of it, you can do so. We have the tasks are closed captioned as well as they give you a transcript. Okay, and you can also control the volume as well. All right. So we have four parts to each training task. You have an introduction part that gives you an overview of what you're going to do and why you do it. And then you're going to have the observe part. And the observe, you're basically is telling you, or showing you how to do the task. And task-based questions, it's basically a lady. She's going to show you, you know, this is if you do this, and this. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's like a little movie. Then you have the practice part, and the practice part is that you basically are doing it along with the person. Okay, and the apply part. This is the part that counts. Okay, the apply part. Once you do it by yourself. Once you do it by yourself, or you'll do the apply part, that's when you'll get your green check mark. All right, let's see. I might be able to play this today. Let's see. So, for example, this particular one is like it's like a movie. Yeah, for the first training, this is the only time you actually have this type of training question. They're like the little movies, and they want you to answer questions based on the little movies. And so, like, let me see if they'll let me do it. Let's see if I can turn my audio here. Let me see if they'll let me do it. Yeah, I had a feeling it won't let me do it. Fine. I don't care. No, I didn't. But anyway, the lady is saying something. Yeah. So, like I said, anyway, the lady is saying something, and she's basically just telling you, taking you through the steps, explaining what you're doing or what you're gonna do. All right.
The keyboard is the most commonly used input device for a personal computer. You can use a keyboard to enter letters, numbers, and symbols. Other keys, called function keys, let you perform specific functions as you work on the computer. You can also use key combinations, pressing more than one key at a time, to enter data and issue commands. A typical keyboard has approximately...
Yeah, thank you. Yes, you get the gist, all right? And they also up here, because it breaks it down into more topics, and there's little mini little mini videos that, and they last maybe no longer, I think some are like less than a minute, and they give you more information about, stuff. All right, this type of task or training question does not have a practice part, so we can just skip on to the apply part, and the apply part is a matching question. All right, now it will tell you if you get it wrong, if you get it right. So, see if I can do this real quickly. So I can just basically click on here. And then, notification. So as you can see, as I'm clicking on them, it's actually giving me the correct answer. It's actually confirming that I have the right answer. Right, yeah. Like that. So once you complete a task, it says task complete, and then it automatically moves you to the next task. Okay. And so here, this is just like the training task that you're gonna have. This is your training. Your training is gonna be just like this. All right. So it's on here. It tells you, sign in, how to sign into Windows. Why do you want to sign into Windows? And it explains how getting into Windows. Like I said, you do the observe part. Like I said, all it is a little movie.
On the welcome screen, click the User 1 icon.
And you're doing it along with her. Or you're watching her do it.
Displays a text box for entering your password. Type Windows in the text box. Press Enter. Windows displays the desktop.
Okay. Now, there it is. Now, so it gives you, so after you do one part of either the intro or the practice, it asks you if you want to actually move on to the next section, or do you want to go back? So this particular case, I'm gonna show you guys the practice part. Um, like I said, you basically are
On
going
the
along
welcome
with her.
screen, click the User 1 icon.
So I'm going to click user 1.
Windows displays a text box for entering your password. Type Windows in the text box.
I hope I spelled that right.
Press Enter.
There you go.
Windows
Yes.
displays the desktop.
All right. Now on the apply part, like I said, this is the one that counts. If it's a task that you know how to do, and you can go straight to the apply part and get it over with. You don't have to sit there and listen to the observe part, the introduction part, and the practice part. If like I said, if you simple as sign into Windows, if you know how to do that, you can go ahead and click on apply, do it, and you're good to go. Okay, it makes doing your trainings much faster. All right. So, yeah, typing. Yeah, this go to user 1. Yeah, so user 1. So I can spell this right tonight. I think I spelled it wrong too. Okay, yeah, I did. Well, see, now it tells me your task complete. Yeah. So you have some more. Like I said, you have various ones that you'll do. Once you are finished, it will pop up saying, giving you your score. Let me finish this real quick. Yeah, so I can get the score for you. Yeah. I did that right. Yeah, see, it keeps giving me back. I know I did it. Is it telling me I have all my check marks? So I'm going to click my submit button. But when you do yours at home, it's going to pop up and give you your score after you finish that very last one. All right. So yes, it's going to say you have completed all of your tasks and your training. You click OK, and here it gives you your score. This is the window that we want you to take a picture of or print out. All right, because this right here lets us know that you completed that training. All right. So like I said, 'cause sometimes Sam, gets a little weird, a little crazy. So you want to make sure you take a picture of it or print it out, so we'll know that you actually did the assignment. Okay. Yeah, so like I said, it's real easy. I mean, it's 10% on your final grade. It's real easy, easy 100s. I know, like I said, you can rush through them as long as you do them. You can get the credit and you can get, the grade that you want. Because one of the best ways to kill your grade is to not do your trainings. So please do your trainings. Okay. Now the next one demo I want to show you is the exam demo, and I think I've done it for this class, so I may have to go to another class. Did I do this one? Okay, no, I did. Okay, sweet. All right, so yeah, let's go to the exam demo. All right, and the exam demo just shows you the test environment, so it gives you an idea of what you can expect when you go into the when you go in to take your test. All right, so here, okay, yeah, sweet. All right, so on your exams, you have your little task-based questions, or your performance-based questions. That's what they call them, and you have a multiple choice questions. Okay, on your performance-based questions, you get 3 attempts. That's just in case you click the wrong button the first time. It allows you to do it over again. All right, you can do it up to 3 times. On the test bank questions or multiple choice questions, you only get 1 time. You only get 1 shot at it. And like I mentioned earlier, Sam would not allow you to leave a question unanswered. So it's going to keep giving you the same question over and over again until you actually complete all of your tasks all of your tasks for that task. There you go. Let's say task for that particular question. I should say attempts. That's a word of working for attempts. All right, so click start here. There you go. Yeah. So here. So just like my training, I have my my task list. You can uh, uh, skip questions and come back to them. That's perfectly fine. You can use your task list to move around, and you can come back. Like I said, Sam will bring the question, give you the question back at the end. All right. It tells you how many attempts you have remaining. It all as well. It gives you your time limit for your test. You have 80 minutes. For your final exam, you have 2 hours. So let's see, 60. Yeah, and make sure you hit your save answer buttons or your submit buttons, so you can definitely get that get credit for that question. Okay, yeah, so it sends me right through. Yeah, go ahead, run. Now it should bring me back. There you go. Yeah. So like it brings me back to my first one. Yeah, and yeah, let me get one of these wrong. And watch. Just me doing this, watching this right. Hit my submit button. All right, there you go. So when you get a answer or question wrong, okay, when you're doing your task based questions, it'll give you the option to either go skip or go to the next task or to retry the task. Because remember, you have 3 attempts. So let's say I want to retry the task. So I can retry it. It reloads it. Yeah. Key that cancel many boxes. Division. Control command. And for help. Alright. So I've done my attempt. So I've only used 1 attempt. So this is my second attempt. So I can say, okay, submit. Good to go. Like, this looks familiar. Yeah, so like I said, a lot of the questions on your exams are taken from your trainings. That's one reason why you have to do your trainings, because like I said, it will help prepare you for the test. So that's question. Yeah, so user 1, they just changed the password on me. I hope I spelled that right. Yeah, so I got it right. All right, and it keeps, yeah, and same thing. So like I said, just like your training, it's almost identical. The same questions, almost identical. So slowly go. I'm trying to get through this. There you go. All right. So now, once you have completed all of the questions for your test, it's going to give you your score. Okay. So here, yeah, I know I missed that multiple choice question. Yeah, but here it gives me my score. Right. When you're in the testing center, you will be allowed to print this out. Okay. They know that you have to print your score out, and they will let you do so. Um, so you can go ahead and print it out. Like I said, make sure, because we should have it in the system, and because you've done the assignment, the your grade automatically goes to D2L, so it should automatically goes to the grade book. Like I said, if it doesn't move to the grade book after you complete a SAM assignment, let your instructor know, so we can actually move it or push it over, so to speak, on our end. Okay. Any questions on the training or the exam? Yeah. So see, like the little numbers probably going up a little bit. Yeah. So for those of you who uh, are coming in late, make sure, because this is part of your attendance. Make sure you put your name in the chat so you can get attendance credit for listening through this whole thing. Yeah, because I'm going to give the chat uh, list to your instructors, and they're going to give you credit for actually being here. So make sure you get your credit. Okay. All right. So next, all right. We say so projects. I've been mentioning projects, throughout the whole entire this whole entire night or the whole entire stream. This seems to be the part that students find the hardest. Um, so because Sam gives you the instructions and also gives you your own file. Okay, the file even has your name on it, and this is the file. Oh, yes, the SAM exams are taken at the testing center. So, like I said, it can be any testing center that's on one of the campus. Each campus has a testing center or a testing computer, and you can use uh, any one of those testing centers, and actually take your exam. All right. So, yeah, like I was saying, yes, it seems, and so with the projects, you have your your file with your name on it, or your start file is what they call it, and you have your instructions. Okay. You do have to do some manipulation to your start file in order for Sam to actually take it to grade it. Okay, and that seems to be the problem that students have the most issues with. But right now, I'm actually going to go through and show you how to do a project, and also you can do this over again, as well as under I believe it's under the SAM. I think it's under the SAM module. It has I think a little section that says help topics. Yes, yes. So they will be similar to what we just saw. Yep, it'd be exactly like them. So it's like real easy, no problem. And like I said, your the trainings will help you prepare, yeah, for the exam. Yeah. All right. So go ahead. So to do the project, let's go ahead and click on. Let me. That's it. There it is. Yeah. Yes. 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 So the exam demo that we that we just took, I just showed you, is how you're going to actually have your test. It's going to be it's not only going to be it's going to be just like it. Different questions, but just like that, it's going to be in that environment, and almost the exact same questions. Yes, I think two or three of those questions I think are on your exam, I believe. But yeah, it'd be just like that one, just like it. All right. Yes, the exams are more hands on. Yes, all of the yeah. So we have, like I said, most of the questions we usually have about maybe I think maybe 30 to 50 questions on the test, and the majority of them or all of them are hands on. So you have to do these task based questions, like they give you instructions, and you go and you do them. You pretty much you click on the button. They tell you to click on the button. You click on the button. Yes. So very yes. So you are hands on. Yes. Yeah. You only have to come for exams. Yes. So you only have to come to campus for the exams. That's it. Yeah. You can do everything else at home. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Because you have basically you have four exams and you have your final exam. Those are the only times you have to come up to campus. And I mentioned earlier, we have it set up so you can only take your test on the weekend. So you have from Wednesday to Saturday to take your test. On Saturday, the testing center, I think they have some modified hours. I think they may close maybe at like 1 or 2. So if you want, if you want to take it on Saturday, you want to probably make sure you schedule yourself a time to get in there. But there is but you, like I said, between any time between those days, you can go in there and take it. Also, if you need to take it early, let your instructor know. And also, you had some documentation. Let your instructor know, and then we'll allow you to actually take the test early. All right. All right. Yeah. So, yeah. Any more questions? Actually, good questions though. Yeah, cause yeah, it's right now we're still trying to work some stuff out. So you guys can take the exams at home. But right now we're having everyone go to the testing center. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's do for the demos. For the project demo. Let's go ahead and click on that. Click on, yeah. So you have, I mentioned you have practice projects, we have textbook projects, and you have graded projects. For the textbook and practice projects, you get 5 submissions. So you can actually submit it to SAM 5 times to get a grade. And we do take the highest grade. And that goes in the grade book. And even Sam knows that. So when you actually do your attempts, it'll automatically, whatever your highest attempt is, it'll push it over to the grade book. On your graded projects, you only have 3 attempts, or three attempts, or 3 submissions. Okay. Now, let me go ahead and click on start. Yeah. So it tells me how many submissions. Yeah, there you go. All right. So here I'm at my what they call step 1. All right. So I have my on the left hand side here. I have my instructions, and on the right hand side here, I have my start file. And like I said, the start file even has your name on it. All right, so let me go ahead and open up my instructions. Go ahead, open. All right. All right, so these are my instructions. All right, so it takes you step by step throughout the project. Okay, and it even at the end, it even gives you a picture of what your final product should look like. All right, the very first thing it tells you to do is very important. If you do not rename your file, Sam will not take your file and it will not be able to be graded. Okay. All right. So, okay, I have my instructions. Now I'm going to go back to my Sam. I think it's here. Yeah. So going back to my Sam, and now I'm going to download my start file. Yeah. So it's a blank sheet of paper. All right. Your practice projects and your graded projects will have content already in them. So you won't have to do all the typing and stuff. All this, most of the stuff is actually in there for you, so you don't have to do any typing. However, when you do your textbook projects, they're completely blank, and you have to start from, I won't say from scratch, but you basically have to start from scratch, and then you have to go through the book, and do the assignment that's in the book, and that's basically what the textbook projects are. You're going through the information that's in the book, that's in the chapter in the book. All right. So let me come back down here. All right. I may have to go split screen. So, all right, there he goes. So I have my instructions on the left and my file on the right. All right. So it tells us right here. It actually might be. that you have to change your rename your start file from 1 to 2. All right. So if I come to my start file right here, and I may need to bring on my magnifier so you guys can actually see my file name when I do this. There you go. Ooh. So when I do my file, alright, do my file, and I do my save as. Yeah. I'm gonna go find a location, so I can put it. Alright, there you go. And right here, we're going to change that 1 at the end to a 2. That is the only thing we're changing. Alright. So I'm going to just go ahead. I'm going to put my cursor, and you can like save it wherever you want. Just remember where you saved it at. So I'm going to take my cursor and just take out the part that's in the bag. All right. I'm going to leave the underscore. Everything else stays the same. The only thing you'll change is that number 1. All right. Okay, so number 2, and since I had this someplace already up here, let me find. I put this in the downloads. Do you have it in downloads already? No. Okay, cool. So I'll put this on the downloads. Like I say, you can put yours wherever you want. Okay. And you do not have to put the .docx on there, because it puts it on there automatically. So you can actually take that part off, leave it off, and then hit save. Okay. Go ahead and click on save here. Right, yeah. Okay, now I can turn off my magnifier. All right. So we did our first step. Now I believe, let me go back here. So it said that, let me have to make it a little bit bigger. Yeah. So the first thing it tells me for my step, it wants me to type the word hello in my document. Okay. So, okay, it's no problem. Okay, so seems simple enough. So I'm going to go back to my start file, the file that I just changed. But instead of saying, typing in hello, I'm going to type in hello world. So I can show you what the report looks like when you have to go back and have to resubmit it. Okay. So I have my hello world in there. All right. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get my 100 from Sam. All right. So once you typed in your information, you'll go save your file. Actually, yeah. So I'm gonna save my file. So I'm gonna come to File, click on Save. Okay, it's saved. Also, make sure remember to actually save your file after you've done your work. Students in the past have, when they changed at the very first step, they changed their 1 to a 2, and then they start to do the work, and then they forget to save it again, and when they send it to Sam, it gets a 0 because nothing was on nothing, was on the on the file. So make sure you save it after you do your work. All right. Yeah. So I saved it. Make sure I saved it. Hit my save button right here. And now I'm gonna go back to Sam. Yeah. So, yeah, you may, if you closed out your Sam window, you will have to go back and click on the title Sam project again to bring up this window. But I'm gonna click continue. All right. And here, this is where I upload my file. So I'm going to click on my file right here. Find it. I put in downloads, yeah. So I'm putting in downloads right here. Open. Okay, yeah, so over here, they said yes, your yeah. So it says yes, you can see it. I just want to make sure it was large enough. So it says yes, your name is spelled correctly. It gives me a nice check mark, and now I can click submit to get my score. Now Sam's quick, really quick. As you can see, I have my view report. That is now my report for the assignment I just sent. So I can see if I what I got right and what I got wrong, just that fast. Okay. So I'm click on view my reports. Yes, and yeah, it comes in the style of a Word file. Yes, I'm gonna click on OK, and ah, see, it tells me my submission, and it tells me my score at the top. All right, so you got a big zero. All right, and so it even tells you what step you got wrong, and it gives you a hint on how you can actually fix it. And at the end of your report, it gives you the file that you submitted, and it even leaves comments on the file you submitted, so you can see exactly where those errors are at. That can be taken off. Yeah. So okay. So now I got my report back. Now I need to I want to go back and correct it. Okay. So remember you have 5 attempts to file submissions to submit your projects. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna close out my report. Right, and I'm gonna come back to my original file. Yeah, make sure you make your changes on your original file and not the report. We also have issues with that. Students, they'll make their corrections on the document that's at the bottom of the report, and they try to submit it, and Sam will take it. So make sure you go back to your original file and put the make the changes on that file. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to take off my world. Yeah, so I'm gonna take off my world. All right. Now I'm going to save it. All right. Now up here it gives me the opportunity to resubmit. So, and like I said, you may have to, if you close down your SAM window or your tab, you'll have to go back to SAM, to your activity list, and actually click on the name of the assignment that way. So I want to click on submit. Oh, submit again. I'm going to go find my file. Yeah. I believe that was it. Yeah. Okay, so likes my name again, likes the name of my file again. Okay. Hit submit. Okay. Now it brings back my report. Let's see if my grade changed. There you go. Yeah, so yeah, if you get the enable editing button up here at the top, go ahead and click on it, and it will allow you to actually see your file, or actually to edit your file. Yeah, so here. So now on my second submission, I see my score. At the very last page of my report, I have my document that I submitted, and I got my green check mark saying that I got that correct. All right, and so like I said, on your submissions, we take for the grade book, we take the highest grade, So with whichever submission you have, if even if it's on the 5th attempt, we're going to and it's the highest grade. That's the grade we're going to take. Okay. Yeah. So, are there any questions about the projects? Really? All right. So I did mention that there are videos that show you how to do the trainings, how to do an exam, and how to do a project under the SAM module that's in your D12 in the little SAM section. You can actually view those as well. If you need any help, you can contact your instructor. You also can go up to the Learning Center or your Titan Learning Center, and we have tutors. They're actually up there that can help you as well. Okay, they can help you with your practice and your practice homework, and your textbook projects, but it cannot help you only with your graded assignments. You have to do the graded assignments on your own. Okay, so so any questions? Yeah, so I'm gonna start closing some of this stuff down. Yeah, so so that is it. Thank you for those of you who stayed with me for the past 2 hours. Um, so I just want to make sure you have all the material you need to actually pass the course and do well in this course. A lot of people think that this course, CPT 101, is very easy. It is not. so um, I want to make. I'm thankful that you guys actually came tonight and be able to see this. Um, so if you do not have any more questions, thank you so much, and I will see you guys. If you guys see me in an email, I'll see you guys. All right, but talk to you later. Bye bye.